So I decided to ask you all some questions and I'm going to answer them while I paint in my sketchbook. The first question they asked, do you have a favorite art book / inspiration source? And yes, you may or may not have heard me rave about The Artist's Way. That book completely transformed the way that I view life, creativity, spirituality, all of those things, and so much more. It opened up a deeper side of me to explore the unknown territories of myself and not be afraid of the parts of myself that I haven't yet discovered. They also asked a random question, and what is my favorite flower / plant? And I like flowers, to be honest, but they're not like the main attraction for me. I think plants specifically is what I gravitate towards the most. And I really can't choose one, so I'm gonna go with my top 3, which is a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, any type of philodendron. I'm obsessed with philodendron in general. And of course, the most basic answer, a monstera. And I usually can't really take care of alocasias, but you may have seen in my other videos, I have an alocasia regal shield and she is huge. I got her as like a little baby when she only had like 1 or 2 leaves, and she's pretty much taking up half of my living room now. The next question is the best advice to someone who wants to get into selling at markets. I would say my best advice is to not be afraid to put yourself out there. Comparison is a silent killer, and honestly, just have fun. Yes, it's technically viewed as business, but I more so consider it a place to share your creativity and connect with the local community. Other than that, it's just a place to have fun, really. So let loose, don't overthink it, just go for it and be yourself. What is my favorite part of printmaking? I think my favorite part is actually carving out the stamp, because the design is already done for you at that point and you can pretty much just focus on, putting on your favorite TV show or watching some YouTube and carve away. It's extremely therapeutic for me personally. Is your small business / YouTube your full-time job / main source of income? Or are you doing anything else on the side? I am so proud to say that yes, I do this full-time. I'm privileged enough to have an amazing supportive husband who is so passionate about what he does. And because we both have 2 incomes coming into one household, it really lightens the load, because there's absolutely no way I would be able to afford living on my own, not even close. So if it wasn't for him, he is seriously so supportive and so amazing. Loves watching me do what I'm passionate about and what I love doing. But to answer your question, yes, I do this full time. I actually don't make anything off of YouTube, which, by the way, this voiceover is going a little bit further into the next transition of this video. So I'm just gonna keep talking and you can watch me put this new IKEA lamp together. But like I was saying, I don't make anything off of YouTube. My main source of income is markets and Patreon, which if you are interested in getting monthly goodies in return for your partnership, go and check out my Patreon. We'd love to have you over there. But yeah, markets I usually do pretty well. So it's kind of dependent on if and when I go to a market. And then some website sales. It's a lot harder to sell online, especially with a smaller platform. But yeah, my main sources of income are markets, Patreon, and my website. And the last question is about Bo, my cutie little Catahoula lab mix. The question is, can you tell us more about Bo and how you got him? So we actually are friends at the time. They were fostering him. They were his 3rd home that he's been in. He was only 10 months old, and the place before him already had a dog. The lady got pregnant and was like, I don't want to take care of a puppy. So they put him into the little doggy foster care system, and my friends were looking for someone to take him. He was completely free. He came with no papers. We knew nothing about his history besides the people just haven't wanted him. But he was only 10 months old. He was such a little baby. It actually breaks my heart thinking about it, because he's the absolute sweetest boy in the entire world. But yeah, we brought him home around when he was 11 months old. It took us about a month to, visit him, start taking him out, introducing him to us, and then it was time for us to fully take him home. And he's been our greatest blessing since. He's literally our furry baby, and we truly could not express how much we love him. But he just turned 3 in June, which is absolutely crazy. His birthday allegedly is June 20th. We actually don't know. We know it was June, but we don't know the exact date, so we just say the 20th. But yeah, he's a Catahoula leopard lab mix, and he's the goodest boy ever. I could not imagine my life without him. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. morning. I hope you all are doing well. Let me move you into a better lighting situation. One sec. Okay, much better. I am getting ready to go to my hair appointment. I am getting the blonde whitened, and then I'm getting a little bit of a shag. I'm probably not going to go too heavy on the bangs like I did last time because it's just extremely high maintenance and I just can't handle that. So my bangs are kind of able to dry more natural at this like length. So I'm probably going to keep it somewhat similar. Also, I went shopping yesterday for the first time in like ages, like in an actual mall. And my friend hooked me up with like the cutest deal ever. She works at the place that I went to shop. I got this super cute long skirt. Ignore my socks. I'm gonna be wearing my Docs with it, my Doc sandals. But I paired it with this shirt that I got from Target a while ago, and then I just cropped it. I pretty much cut or crop everything I own. But I got a bunch of cute other stuff. I've been having a lot of issues with like pants and like pants fitting me, and also the fact that I work from home. I literally am always wanting to be cozy and comfy. There's something about once I hit 25 that I was like, I'm only wearing comfy clothes. Like I refuse to wear anything that makes me uncomfortable. So I got a ton of like super like cute pants that are cozy and comfy but also like stylish, so it looks like I'm clocked in, because I noticed that every single video that I have on my YouTube is pretty much me just in sweatpants or me in spandex, and it looks like I have no pants on. So I'm like, I need to make sure that I am like actually getting ready for work, because I think it'll make me feel so much better. And like just getting into this outfit, like yes, I'm leaving my house, but this is something that I could honestly wear inside my house and feel super cozy and comfortable while also looking cute as heck. I'm obsessed with this outfit. Like I feel so pretty, and I feel like it's so difficult to, you know, feel like you're your best when you're constantly in your PJs, but you also want to be cozy, so you just kind of let yourself not feel good about yourself because at least you're cozy. Maybe not, but that's just how I feel, and now I'm cozy and I feel beautiful and I feel cute. I have lots of stuff to do. That's my main reason I wanted to get on here. My hairstylist, she texted me that she's running a little bit late, so I was like, let me whip out my camera and film a little bit because I feel like I haven't been on here in a minute. I've been a little busy. I'm prepping for my trip to North Carolina, but there's a lot of things that I need to get done before then. I feel like all of my videos, I'm saying I have a lot that needs to be done. So there's always something to be done, so we're gonna pace ourselves. But I don't remember if I told you that I'm entering into a art exhibition, art gallery type vibe. I feel like I did. But basically, I am going to be entering 3 pieces into a super cute gallery that my friend is putting on, and I think it's just a really fun way for like smaller artists like myself to kind of be exposed and show more of what I have, because I'm not just I specialize in lino cut block printing when it comes to prints and things like that. I also love making merch and stickers and just fun random things like keychains, but I also feel like I have a very big creative voice that I don't often have the platform or the opportunity to use. So I'm working large scale, and by large scale I mean a 24 by 30 inch wood panel. I'm gonna do 3 of them. I don't know if any of you know this, probably not, but I started out as a graffiti artist, and graffiti was like the first thing that I really felt like I gravitated towards. I of course like dabbled in like other things, but like kind of like that graffiti cartoonish, and then like graffiti letters and like bubble letters, all of those things are what I navigated to when I was in middle school, and it just kind of like just blew up from there, my love for graffiti and my love for just like rebellious art, I guess. So I'm going to go back to my roots, and all of them are going to be somewhat graffiti based, somewhat rebellious art. The whole theme of the gallery is going to be moments, and it's pretty subjective to whatever you feel that that is. So I'm going to be doing a couple of my favorite quotes, and yeah, I'm really excited. The submission is going to be due after I get back from North Carolina, so I'm starting the pieces now. I'll be leaving for 2 weeks, and then I'll be finishing them. So they won't be finished in this video, but you can at least see like my ideas that I have, because I have at least one fully planned out on my iPad, and then I'm still planning out the others. Anywho, yeah, I wanted to pop in and say hello. Was planning on filming more later, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be getting home, so I just wanted to get something out before then. I have to open tons of Amazon boxes, including the gigantic wood panels that I'm going to be working on. And I also got some more things that are going to be arriving today, like a easel so that I can stand and paint like an actual real artist. How cool, how fun. And I also have paint. So I can't fully start it until tomorrow because the rest of the paint gets here tomorrow. Unless I have like the base. I don't know what paint is arriving today. Maybe I can start today. Anywho, let's open up some boxes before I go get my hair done. These are literally huge, like gigantic. I'm so excited to work on them. But I also have something else fun that I'm going to be possibly releasing. Let me know if you like them. They are out for delivery, but I have the frames that they're going in. I keep moving you where there's bad lighting. So long story short, I really wanted like simple art. I wanted pieces that were a pop of color that I could bring color to my studio while also not being like too busy or distracting. So I started thinking of like the Pantone colors, like the little swatches that you can get. I saw that they sell like little tiny packs that are like this big, like tons of different colors. Then I saw other people, they kind of make their own Pantone swatches, and basically the colors that they choose are kind of like whatever the color makes them feel. So I kind of did my own on the colors that I really wanted to incorporate in my space. So they're very like mindful living colors. And I don't talk about this much because my name is Lexi Dahlia on YouTube, which that's my name, but my small business is not Lexi Dahlia. My small business is Mindful Living. And basically the heartbeat behind everything is helping others navigate the human experience more mindfully. That's kind of the heart behind everything that I make. And I'm not sure why I don't like address that more on YouTube. But anyway, so yeah, I made my own Pantone swatches and I have them in different sizes. I have 8 by 10, 11 by 14, and then 16 by 20. So I'm so excited to see how they look in this space because this wall I want to do something with. You'll see it later. But I got the frames for everything that's coming in, so that's exciting. And then it does say that it's out for delivery. I'm most likely going to be able to frame them today. I just don't know how heavy these are. I usually hang things with tacks, so I'm probably going to have to like hang them with something a little bit more heavy duty, but we shall see. So let's open up these frames. And I ended up just going with like normal white frames because they're going to be colorful, but I'll show you the samples. I'm debating on like putting them on the screen right now or like just showing you when I get them. Actually, I'll just show you a little example now of what I have. I have these like lavender closure, I have a couple of greens, and I have black and this yellow. And I love the black because I went through a really bad like existential crisis. And I'm still kind of coming out of it, but yeah, that's a long story for another day. It just reminded me of like an existential crisis, so it's called existential. And yeah, just the other colors have all these other meanings, and like moss is just moss. Like it just reminds me of moss, period. There's no like feeling that it gives me other than like yummy moss. But yeah, I'm literally hunching over to get in the shot. But anyway, that's kind of like what they look like. I ordered 2 8 by 10s, 2 11 by 14s, and 2 16 by 20s. And you'll see which ones I ordered on which sizes later. But again, let's unpack these frames. Okay, and silly little me is going to run late if I don't leave right now. So I literally can't finish unpackaging these, but we will finish this later, I promise. I can't wait to show you my hair as well, but I've got to run. Hi, I'm back. I brought up the blonde on my roots and got a little shagged up, but I kept my bangs a little bit longer, and then I had her straighten it because I was genuinely curious what it would look like straightened. Love. Absolutely obsessed. She's a hair wizard. This is my hairdresser. She's in the Orlando area, if you live in the Orlando area of Florida. Anyway, but some of the things came in that I was looking forward to, the things that I'm going to be the prints that I'm gonna be hanging up. So let's reveal them. Also, I don't know if I said this, but it's literally been 5 hours since I left the house and I have not eaten anything except for like a little bar. So I'm not getting what I want to get done today because I need to eat. And then it's gonna start getting dark and I'm not gonna be able to really film anything. So that's lovely, but it was worth it because I love my hair. I'm definitely gonna get a lot more done tomorrow. The moment we have all been waiting for. All right, this is gonna be a little bit hard to show them because they're so folded up. Okay, so we have moss. I'm obsessed with these. This is the 11 by 14 and I got healing and also in 11 by 14. I got existential and authenticity in 8 by 10. Then the big guys, I got creative in a 16 by 20 as well as closure. And can I just say, this color like in person is absolutely gorgeous. Like to die for, absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to frame all of these and then show you so you can have kind of like a better view of them not being so rolled up. I am literally obsessed. Like, are you kidding? So cute. Like literally, I don't even know how to feel. But my thoughts for this wall specifically, kind of like they're all like, it's like mixed match, but it's also even at the same time. Like everything is balanced, but it's like kind of uneven. You know, I can't remember which one's on top, but like something like that. And then this one down here. So I don't know if you can see this. And then obviously these are gonna be, the wood boards are gonna be moved, but something like this, I'm struggling. Yeah, wow. Like when I say I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed. Like this is way too cute. So I'm going to eat and probably call it for the day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning. I hope you all are doing well. I saw Cheyenne Barton do some footage like this where she filmed in a mirror, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. It's so creative and so out of the box, and I wanted to give you a different perspective of me. So hi from the mirror. Like I said yesterday, and I'm gonna say it once again, I have so much that needs to get done. I have to start these massive projects, which I'm just gonna kind of settle with whatever I end up finishing is what I finish, and then I can get everything done when I get back. The submission date, I thought it was due on the 20th, but they extended it to the 30th of November, so I do have plenty of time when I get back to finish these pieces, which is such a relief because I need time. And I want to hang up the prints for my office that I showed you all yesterday, and it maybe, possibly, but probably not, but maybe get into my sketchbook for a little bit because I feel like that's the one thing that I've been really putting off. So I would love to just get a little creative in my sketchbook if possible, but we're gonna see where we get to. I'm really hoping that I like the footage in the video being shot in this new S-Log look because I'm wanting a more softer, not as like harsh look as most footage, and these are some people that I got some inspiration from. I'm gonna put them on the side of the screen. I love the way that they shoot their videos, and just overall, I love the whole vibe that they give, and we're trying some new things out, so bear with me. I'm trying to get a hold of it, though, before I go on my trip so that I know what to shoot in for my trip, and I don't, like, miss out on, you know, getting quality footage because I filmed in the wrong settings. But anywho, that's a problem for another day. We are not going to worry about that. I'm going to get started. Let's get creative today. I took a small little break to eat some Chipotle for lunch, and I bit into a chip and it went into my gums, and now my gums hurt. So that's great. I got a nice Olipop though. Okay, let's continue. Good morning. I hope you all are doing well. Just making up my morning coffee. I've already pretty much warmed up for the day. I am working on a custom design for a good friend. Bo is currently hitting the camera. Hey. Hi. But yes, I still have not started the large pieces. If I don't get to it today, I don't get to it today. I'm not super pressed about it. I do have all the designs done, which I thought I would go over with you here in a second. I did discover this new artist. I was over at my brother and sister-in-law's house last night, and they showed me these like tiny desk concert things. But specifically, I think it's Sampa is how you pronounce it, but he's been around for a while. I just have never discovered him until now. Wow, such a vibe. So I've been vibing out to his music this morning, specifically the tiny desk concert version, and it's a vibe. Yesterday I finished up, I planned, filmed, and edited and posted my October exclusive Patreon podcast. If you are interested, it's pretty much just everything that I've been up to, everything that's happening on my mind, random things, deep things, overall just a good hang. So if you're just, you know, chilling and you want to listen to something, it is on my Patreon, and you can get it for the $5 tier and above. All the other ones include the podcast as well, but the $5 tier is where it starts. So if you're wanting something on in the background, go check it out. I have a couple, actually I probably have at least 15 to 20 podcast episodes from, you know, over the course of a couple years, but more consistently this year. And that's pretty much it. Today's a very, very chill day. I was stressing myself out about these pieces. The deadline got moved. I think I said that, but the deadline got moved from the 20th to the 30th of November. So I still feel like I have a good amount of time to get them done. I just, you know, want to make sure that I'm pacing myself and enjoying the process, but that's exactly why I'm kind of chill today. I'm kind of like, if I get it done, I get it done. If I don't, I don't. I'm definitely not going to be able to finish all 3 of them, but I was thinking of starting at least one of them. Are we enjoying this new color that I'm like filming in? I'm filming in an S-Log 8. No. Sorry, S-Log 3 picture profile 8. And I'm trying to manually expose the colors myself. I'm not sure if I'm doing a really good job. I'm lacking the kind of like I have the softness that I'm wanting, but there's also like these like grainy things that are happening, and I specifically edit with CapCut. And there's nothing I can do about that. I can't like soften it like I can in Lightroom, but Lightroom is a photo editing app. And I don't want to get into Adobe and Final Cut Pro and all of that stuff. I feel like it's like a whole beast and it's unnecessary. I don't want to pay that money when it's not necessary. So I'm really trying to figure out if I like this. I might go back and forth with it, to be honest. If my videos are kind of going back and forth between like regular color and this, I don't know. I'm really loving this. I just don't like how it's not like super consistent, but neither is filming with like the normal, just whatever the camera puts out. So yeah, I'm just chilling today. I have mostly everything ready for the trip besides packing my clothes, which I actually have a really cute outfit on today. It's very cozy, comfy, simple. I'll show you it here in a minute. Besides finishing up that custom piece today, I'm kind of talking back and forth with the girl that I'm doing it for and showing you all my plan. I also need to get some things done around the house. So work-wise, it's a chill day, but like life-wise, I have a lot that I need to get done around the house before we leave for 2 weeks. And I'm still dealing with our pool after the hurricane. It just kind of got really messed up, so I'm working on saving it, saving its life and putting it back together, but getting all the chemicals right and all that stuff is like just like a whole task in itself. And I am trying to order the October and November Patreon rewards, like the mail rewards, the prints, but the site is down. Yesterday it was letting me do everything except get to the checkout, so I'm like, what's going on? But this, I don't think I showed you guys this before, but this is October's design. It is a 4x6 print with a little slow down sticker, and then November is this like present moment graffiti. I'm really going back to my basics and my roots with graffiti, like I was talking about earlier. All of the large pieces are going to be graffiti inspired. I cannot wait to show you all what I have planned. Like, it's just, I'm so excited about it, so I can't wait to actually execute them. But yeah, so if you're wanting either of these rewards, they are both going to be mailed out in November. So I already sent out a notification to all of the patrons, letting them know that October's is running a little bit behind and it's going to be sent out with November. So you're going to get 2 prints and 2 stickers in the month of November, which is pretty cool. And they're kind of similar. They kind of go hand in hand because they're both graffiti. Anywho, so yeah, that's all I have today, but I'm probably gonna film the outro of this video as well and get this video edited and ready to post by Sunday. If you are at the premiere, hello, as always, shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining. I am currently, not right now as I'm filming, but I am currently on my way to North Carolina. I'm premiering this video in my car, so that's cool. Hello, future Lexi. I hope you're doing well. I hope the car ride is safe. Bless. Anyway, let's get to it. Let me show you what I have planned. I forgot. First, I wanted to show you my outfit. I got these like super cute flowy linen pants. I can't back up too far, but I cut the bottoms off because they were like way too long. But I love the like cropped edgy look. And then I just have this like super basic tube top, and I've got like matching gauges. They're opal. It's a vibe here. We're vibing today. Very much vibing comfortably. Okay, so get ready for a little chat. I am going to be going over it on my iPad, but I'm going to be putting it on the screen. So yeah, I think I talked about it just a little bit before, but the main thing that hooked me into starting to draw art, besides Kat Von D, I was always into tattoos. Tattoos was something that I was like just obsessed with. But outside of that, the main thing that inspired me to start drawing or actually pursuing art in middle school was graffiti. I was obsessed with graffiti. People in school would even ask me to do like their names in graffiti and stuff, and I would do it on like little like lined paper. I would do their name in graffiti and like give it to them. And it was so fun. It was like, I don't know, it was just like, I loved it so much. It was such a vibe. So I'm going back to my roots, and I am wanting to work with graffiti designs again, including the October and November Patreon rewards. But outside of that, these big pieces that I'm going to be submitting into possibly doing a gallery, an artist gallery. And it's really cool. I would basically just be, ignore me trying to fix my bangs, but I would basically be like attending the gallery as like the artist, and people can purchase my work and stuff like that. And I was gonna just go ahead and pick some pieces that I already had that are block printed because I specialize in lino cut block printing right now. But I thought, how cool would it be to, you know, stretch myself and do some large scale graffiti designs. But it's not just large scale graffiti designs alone. I'm going to be adding in some like 3D elements. So the first one that I designed is a quote, and the November rewards are actually based off of this design, and it's basically off of my favorite quote from a guest on the Soul Boom podcast with Rainn Wilson, also known as Dwight Schrute from The Office. But it is be within the space in which things happen. In other words, the present moment. But it helps you really conceptualize the present moment. I have a couple of different elements here. I'm gonna be whitewashing the wood. That's what you see as like the white kind of background. And then I have one of my Patreon rewards I based this quote off of as well, with the little circle and like the guy in it saying, you know, that's me being, and then it's the space in which things happen is the circle. And then I did like present moment in graffiti, added some like pops of things. And then you see these like chain looking designs going across. I'm actually putting physical chains on the wood. I already ordered the chains. I'm gonna be spray painting them, the colors, and adding just normal chains on them as well. I feel like it'd be so cool to have a 3D element. Then the next piece that I'm going to be working on is the art of becoming. For those of you that don't know, I have this art of becoming. It's all these butterflies and moss. There's a huge meaning behind it. It's one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. So I thought to bring that alive, but with graffiti, and have a little bit of a twist on it. So as I'm thinking of this, there's actually one more element that I want to add, and I don't think I'm going to tell you guys because I want it to be a surprise. But yeah, I just had a super great idea, and I'm gonna log that away in my memory. But this is what it looks like so far. Now you know there's gonna be something else added to it, but it's just kind of like the art of becoming in graffiti, different styles of graffiti, and then I'm going to be actually putting moss all over the wood, outlining like all of the graffiti. It's obviously not gonna look that perfect because I just used the eraser and I just like slapped on graffiti PNG, but then I'm also gonna add chains onto that one, and another element that I will show you guys later. Then the last piece that I'm going to be working on is I made this piece at my parents' house, and long story short, I was painting a canvas and I didn't like any of the things that I was painting, so I kept painting over it, painting over it, painting over it. And then I started realizing, like, oh my gosh, this is literally our life. Like, all of these things underneath that we maybe don't like or that we're not satisfied with, but it all encompasses a work in progress. So I decided to actually make this design on purpose, and it's basically gonna be like words, whitewash, and then the front of it is going to be a work in progress, but where you can actually still see all the words underneath. And what's really cool is I'm putting in the things that, you know, I might be insecure about, or I might have fears, or I might feel like a failure about. But I also had a ton of people submit on Instagram some of the things that make them feel insecure or like a failure, or the things that they just kind of like hold deeply in their chest that weigh them down. They anonymously submitted them, and I'm going to incorporate them in this piece as well. So if you are on Instagram and you submitted anything into that text box, thank you so much for your vulnerability. I think it's going to reach so many more people now that it's not just me, but it's actually, you know, this community of people coming together and being vulnerable and sharing the things that we struggle with, to pretty much show everyone that we're all a work in progress. And none of us are perfect. We're not meant to be. Our flaws are what make us beautiful. And it's ultimately what helps us continue to grow, evolve, and change, which is literally the entire point of human existence, is to grow, evolve, and change and become. Those are the plans for the big pieces. Of course, these are just mock-ups. They are not the real deal. I think the real deals are gonna look freaking sick. I cannot wait to start them. I've been really putting them off because I've been sidetracked getting ready for the trip and everything. So I think when I come back from the trip, I'm gonna be a lot more level-headed and be able to just focus primarily on knocking these out and having a blast creating them. I hope you like the ideas. Let me know what you think of them. But that is that. I'm going to see if I can order the October and November Patreon prints now, because like I said, I could not yesterday. So I am trying this little mirror thing again because I noticed that the last time I did it, it was wildly out of focus. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I know that it wasn't too much art making, and it was mostly just honestly slow days in the studio. I haven't had too much going on, but it's kind of nice when there's just, you know, simple days, slow days, you know, getting things together, reorganizing my space, adding more color to the studio. I don't know, there's something about it that I just love interior design as well, so I feel like it was a nice little reset. The next few videos are going to be North Carolina footage. We're getting out of the studio, so stay tuned for those. I cannot wait to share more with you. I will be a little MIA on social media because I'm going to try my best to just completely unplug and be in the moment, but that does not mean that I am not getting tons and tons of footage and content. Like I said 1,000 times, I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. If you made it this far, leave a little fern emoji. Thank you so much for tuning in and actually being interested in my life. I think it's so cute how we just share our lives on social media and people join in the fun and are here. I think that is just such a cool thing. So thank you for being one of those people. Anywho, I'm gonna sign off. I will see you all in the next one.